right, it's another Tuesday here on the YouTubes, and I'm here with our friend, our traveler, our pilgrim here in Journey. So, in our previous video, we just got past the first area, and I discovered the power of flight that's linked to the pieces of fabric that fly up, as well as the scarf here that I have on my back. So what we're going to do is, this is the second area of the game. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Or, you can't really dive, you can just glide. And we'll check this place out. Anyway, like I said in my previous video, this is a shorter game. This was originally a downloadable title, so as such, my video lengths are going to be a little bit shorter. It only took me about 15-16 minutes or so to get past that first area. I'm not sure if I missed any secrets or anything, but again, my policy for, blind Let's Plays is, if you guys can avoid doing so, try not to post any spoilers about upcoming segments. But if I missed anything in that last segment, feel free to go back and watch it. There's a link at the end of this video. Let me know if I missed something. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back, and once I do a online Let's Play, I'll be acting upon your suggestions. Oh, hey, okay, well, do I have to fill up this whole banner? Oh, I do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah! Okay, it looks like if I stand close to the fabric, it'll release a little recharge point like this. Okay, so let's... I wonder if I can do that for every single one here. This is one recharge station. I see at least a couple more, and there's a really big one right there. But, yeah, let's go around, and looks like I can surf on these things. It's pretty cool how the sand flows like water here. Just go ahead and surf these things, no problem. But I'm wondering, if there's a bonus for activating everything here. Alright. And there's one... I thought I saw another one back here. Oh, there it is. Anyway, I was talking in my previous video about how this is pretty much a different type of game than I normally play on my channel. Oh hey, this is a different one. This is Circle. Is this going to give me another piece? And, I think once... once I clear up a couple of the games in my queue, full-length games, possibly Shadows of the Damned, maybe Uncharted 3 will finish first, I'll start to play, quieter games, more, just for a different change of pace. But, of course, if you guys don't like that, definitely let me know in the comments, as to your preference as to what kind of games you'd like to see me play. Looks like that made some kind of bridge, so it looks like that the more of these checkpoints that I activate, the more of the main bridge will fill back in. So that's going to get us to our destination, that pillar of light right there in the foreground. Or should I say mid-ground? So it looks like my earlier plan of just exploring and activating all these things, it's pretty much our objective here, so let's go ahead and act on that. And right there, right in the middle of the screen, it looks like there's another rune there, so we'll probably have to get to that so we can get our scarf to lengthen. Let's go ahead and... Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to use my scarf here. Just float across. I see. Okay, I guess it's not so much standing next to these ribbons as it is to, just go ahead and press circle. There we go. Probably going to make another piece of the ribbon bridge here. Yep, right on cue. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how much of this game's lore was released by That Game Company. I haven't really done any research to see if there's a, That Game Company wiki or anything. God, how boss is this? I love this ability to just surf on sand. But I'm wondering now, as I play this game, as I wander across the landscape, know, what exactly happened to this place? You know, if, let's go ahead and press circle. There we go. You know, what exactly happened to this place? What caused the fall of this civilization? Because, you know, at its height, it must have been truly impressive to build huge bridges like this. And in my previous video, I alluded to the fact that they were able to do this without any arms. Okay, so I've got a full scarf here. Let's see if I can make this jump to these sand waterfalls. And survey says no. Can I go through here? Oh, hey, I can. Is this going to give me some more backstory? Guess not. But it does give me, you know, the idea that whatever civilization I used to be a part of back in its heyday, they made huge spires here in the desert, or what I assume to be the desert. Looks like they were actually in the mountains. Hopefully, you know, that's that game company's intention, you know, to give you bits of lore like that. Kinda sucks now, because I don't really remember what that first mural was when I discovered it in the previous video. Anyway, I need to find a way to get up there. I definitely want to get that that rune before I leave this area. Oh, looks like there's one right there. Let's go ahead and get that one. Let's see if I can just glide over there. I'm getting a little impatient. Probably shouldn't have done that. I wonder if I get this rune, if it recharges my my scarf here. Oh, it does. Perfect. All right. Well, I think that should be all of the ribbons I have not activated so far. Actually, no. I should bite my tongue. There's a couple right here. There's these two big ones, and there's this little small one right here. But I did pick up a rune, and I did just fall just short. Looks like there's another rune over there in the distance. So let's go ahead and activate this one. Let's activate these two big ones right here. The first time I've seen a circle charge fail. Only went halfway. And whoa, okay. So it looks like those two last long ribbons there that I had to activate form the last two pieces of the bridge. I guess that pretty much shows which way I have to go. Let's see if, yeah, let's go ahead and pick up the goodies here first. And then we'll make our way across the bridge and call that an end to this part of the Let's Play here. Anyway, as far as I can tell, that game company's first three releases, Flow, Flower, and Journey, are PS3 exclusives. I think there was a prototype version of Flow that came out on the PC, namely because one of the founders of the company, I think Genova Chen, created it as, I think, a graduate's thesis for his work at USC. So he created it on the PC, I think. And then that ultimately got refined and distilled into a PS3 release back in 06. I remember it was, if it wasn't the first downloadable title that I ever got on PSN, it had to be one of the first. And it's pretty chill. I've heard a lot of people compare it to a interactive wallpaper I think it's a little bit deeper than that, but it certainly is pretty. Okay, can I recharge here? Okay, good. Let's see with this lengthened scarf if I can finally make this jump all the way up here. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. And the scarf just got a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and head back to the start of the bridge. And we can just go ahead and take that to the end of the level. I think after the release of Journey, you know, for people who don't own a PS3, I think That Game Company just went out and said that they'll eventually be pursuing, you know, other platforms for release. So who knows? Maybe not in this generation, but in the next generation of consoles. You know, with the Wii U, the 720 coming out, and the PS4, maybe they'll start to publish for the other two of the big three. And I guess another thing too is the fact that the music here is so ambient. It's pretty relaxing. Oh hey, this highway. I was wondering if I had to walk the whole way up here, but it looks like gliding on this fabric is possible, which kind of makes sense because, you know, this fabric, whatever it is, it certainly does have magical abilities, so it's not out of context, not out of character here for this fabric to have some magic of its own. Alright, pretty cool. And again, some more of these pillar objects. Is there any on... Okay, it looks like there's some on both sides. Probably gonna have to walk past all of them. Okay. And then for this one, let's see if I can activate him with circle. Okay, that makes it a lot easier. Just like before, it looks like I'm gonna take a seat. It's gonna be story time. Okay, it looks like there's that creepy silhouette again. Similar mask and similar clothing. Possibly similar powers, but a whole heck of a lot bigger. Okay, so the story continues. It looks like we created cities, and this is after gaining the power of the fabric. And there's the fabric again, right there. It looks like we siphoned the power from the fabric. We started using it as an energy source, I think. Oh, to power our cities. Okay, that makes sense. Some of the architecture is activated by our power, so... Or at least some of the ruins are. But, you know, with the way that the story arc is developing here, it kind of suggests that whatever we used to harness this power, or the fact that we tried to control this power, is what led to the demise of our civilization. that's the usual plot development, right? That's the trope for this kind of thing, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. These big halls just remind me of, you know, this grand architecture really reminds me of the stuff that Team Eco puts out. Speaking of which, where the hell is the last Guardian, right? Anyway, that looks like it's the end of the second segment. Right on time. We are closing in on the 15-minute mark. So next time, in part 3 of my Let's Play here with Journey, it looks like we are in a completely new landscape, one that doesn't have a lot of ruins to it, but it's a lot more surreal. Looks like colors and lights are starting to bleed in here. And we are getting closer and closer to our final destination, that mountain, with that warm, warm light right at its summit, and also some kind of shooting star, but it's going away from the mountain, it's not going into the atmosphere. Weird. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, guys, so until next time, if you have a suggestion for anything that I have missed in part 2 of my Let's Play, definitely leave a comment. Keep spoilers for future parts out of it, please. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And looks like I did that backwards. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Take care, guys. And as always, peace out.